becoming single-minded, learning how to concentrate, learning how to focus in. And you'll be surprised at the things that you're able to do. When you learn how to block things out, when you learn how to keep thine eyes single, you'll be surprised at the ideas that will come to you, of the opportunities that you'll be able to see, of the people that you'll be able to attract. So you've got to work on it. When other folk are having a good time, you've got to have the strength of character to concentrate, to read, to digest information.
Live your life. Focus on your intentions and do your thing. Most of my friends are driving crazy because I'm so specific and so bold with my visions and my intentions. Even if they tried, they couldn't get me off my path. And that makes people very uncomfortable because when you see the invisible, you're able to do the impossible. Don't get caught up in the clubs, drinking, smoking.
Yes, sir.
Because guess what? You are not regular. So stay your ass in the gym, stay focused on them books, stay in your college dorms. Stay the course. Are you hearing me? Stay the course.
Yes, sir.
Focus on what?
I'm not a regular person. Hey, you was out. Setting up for the day. Try to get me a little bit of 2K in here because I ain't got it in last night. I ain't neat. Last night. Alright. Get some background music or something in there. To bensound.com. Oh, where my game at? Where is my game? The game. I cannot see the game at all. Pass me the ball, cause I can't see the game at all. Oh, I'm out of uniform today. I'm supposed to be wearing an expansion pack up here today. I'm gonna flip it. Is the game on? It's definitely on. Okay. I ain't getting no action at. I'm supposed to be able to see it in here. And I don't see it in here. That's why y'all don't see it on there. Try this. Everything always be bugging out. There you go. Thank you. Stop playing. Stop playing. Stop playing. Alright. I got 1 day left. I got 1 day left to reach level 40 or pay $10. That means I'm playing all day today. bensound.com. Hey, the draft is tonight. I bet you the boys gonna want to watch that. grinding today. And I gotta do that stupid workout. Ah! Alright, come on. Oh, I got 2 days left. Cool, 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 cool. I'm at level 36. Alright, come on. Hey. Hey. Beautiful. Let's work. bensound.com. Let's work. Let us work. sign up for them. They got me now. Every day I be working. That was good. Alright, let me play that. I want to play that last one again. Yeah, this one I'm coming for all my I'm 6'4", 203. Current body type average. Next body type average. Let me see that again. Let me see something. See if I can change him. I never thought about this. I'm gonna keep it. Let's see what happens. Current body type. Next body type is average. Okay, large. He's large now. That's what's up. I never paid that no attention. Alright, let me activate it. Cool. Let me see. Alright, I only got 2 left. I won't put one on right now. But we do need to figure out this gameplay scene. Alright. Let me duplicate this scene real quick, y'all. Excuse me. Well, it's down here, never mind. Alright, so overlay box. Then we have the stuff from the branding of the live scene. So we have to take this live scene branding out. Take my overlay. The overlay box somewhere else. Where can I put me? Let's see what they give us on the screen. I'll see what I can put myself. There we go. It looks like a good place. still. This is fun. Sound like he jammed his finger on that rebound. Mom, you okay? Okay. Didn't quite know what I heard back there. Zero, hey! Oh man, I'm loving this music. Oh, the music is beautiful, boy. Hey, hey. Hey, I don't know if y'all can hear that. Be right back.
Traffic-related deaths because the vehicles will collaborate with traffic control systems. Another advantage is the change in lifestyle that self-driving vehicles...
Hey, word, Glad
With
y'all
no
do.
need to man a vehicle, people will be free to choose whether to relax or be more productive as they travel. A lot of free time, considering the amount of time spent in traffic.
Well, I'll be sitting, look, if it don't spin out of control like in the parking lot, I'll be sitting on that mug like, let me read my books, let me sleep, I'm about to take a nap. Hey, y'all drive me down to Texas, I'm gonna be asleep. All right, in the back. Don't swerve.
Development is the Hyperloop 1 project by Elon, which aims to move the bulk of public transportation underground. With the use of electromagnetic levitation at historic speeds of 310 kilometers per hour, this train presents the opportunity for a faster, cheaper, and cleaner mode of transportation. And if more people opt for it, then there will be even fewer traffic-related incidents. Fuel. Still on
You and that
transportation,
coffee.
the fuel used in all future transportation modes will be renewable energy. Currently, the world is plagued by global warming and the threat of depleting natural resources. So we do need to be looking at adapting to a more sustainable source of energy. Now, Hyperloop
Makes
1
sense.
is exploring electromagnetic levitation.
Emotions
and the
run
automobile
high
industry
when a
has
game
also
just
been looking
ended.
for ways to
Okay.
reduce harmful vehicles.
All right, we back. Give me another game, man. Oh, as I work on scenes, pull this one up. Gotta get the chat box on there too. get Tev again one day. Alright, play one more and then I'll get to moving. See what you got, Tev. They ain't running back on him. They ain't run it back. It's all good though. Eli came out there. That was crazy. Okay. Did you see that just now, Dad? Huh? Oh, don't worry. I saved the clip. Look. Hold on. Let me favorite that. Watch this.
That was crazy.
Hey! You see that, bruh? That was crazy work. All right. This episode. I want to keep reloading every time. Hold on.
Meaningless stab.
These could be things as simple as getting in a workout. These could be things as simple as reading 10 pages. Identify the critical task you need to do and complete them every day to move toward your ultimate dream life. And when you
your application.
$10, but it doesn't matter. You see, the level of money you have will depend the capacity you are able to take responsibility for. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
So it really doesn't matter how much you have or how little you have. It's taking responsibility and ownership at that
time,
capacity.
right.
That's why I keep saying at that capacity. Because, dude, I've been dead broke. I've been dead broke for years. Okay, living at my mom's house, barely having enough money to afford food. But at that time, man, if that meant me, as crazy as it sounds, or funny or silly, buying junior chickens, or, you know, literally buying McDonald's, or maybe having enough for like cans of tuna or frozen food, or maybe like pizzas, like very cheap foods, at that time, that is me
That's what you can do.
doing what I can with the capacity I have. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Or now maybe I can, you know, spend quite a bit more, but that doesn't matter. So that is it, guys. That is the end of the video. I hope that makes sense. The fastest way to grow up as a man is with what you have, taking ownership and responsibility for that, and paying your dues with the capacity
That you
have.
have.
It's not to be selfish. It's not to be entitled, because what that builds is very spoiled children who get, you know, who won't put in work, and you can fill in the rest. So if you have enough, pitch in. Do what you can. Pay your dues, pay your bills with what you can at this time. That will build ownership, that will build responsibility, that will build maturity, that is going to build integrity. You'll grow up as a man, I guarantee you. Whether you're 15 or 35, does not matter, okay? That is what I think is the fastest way to grow up as a man. So hopefully that helps you guys. If it does, make sure you give it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. And let me know what you guys think down below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? I'd love to hear it. And as always, guys, on the final plugs, there's always one-on-one coaching if you guys would like to work with me. There still are some spots available. I love helping you men transform your lives as you guys help transform mine. There's the self-development course, which is a 4-hour-long course at improving everything on your health, relationships, finding your passion, serving it to the world, or becoming self-developed as a man, guys. All right, you can learn everything down below. Oh, and as always, there is the workshop. We're running the one of August right now, but if you guys would like to join the one of September, where
at 22
myself and
years old. Let's see what he doing now. Let's see how he's grown. David Hammond, that's my man's right there. Let's see where he at. Let's see his latest video. 10 months ago. Oh, 10 months, David, you done fell out. Your friends are holding you back. You will lose everything, bro. Men must get uncomfortable. All right, hold on.
Good morning, guys. Good afternoon. Good
Look at my
evening.
boy.
Let's get it going. How are you doing? Welcome back to another video on the David Hammond YouTube channel, guys. I think this is going to be our new spot, honestly. I know the lighting dipped, guys. I'm going to be filming early in the future. Don't you worry. And excuse, you might hear some kids in the background screaming. I can't control that, but hopefully the audio is, it's not too bad, guys. You know, it is kind of cute watching families, you know. This is like a little 2-year-old. He's gonna throw a sock. Oh, he just chucked it. It's pretty strong kid, man. When I have kids, if I do, I'm gonna make them based, man. Feed them like steak smoothies, high fat, high protein diet, and no seed oils. None of this BS, guys. That's going to, you know, slowly kill them or turn them into little soybean monsters. So, anyways, with that said, guys, in today's video, I titled it, or believe I titled it, "You're Supposed to Be Lonely." Okay, guys. You know, this is kind of a common theme, a commonality that you will find. Where's my drink? There it is, guys. Speaking of things, yeah, you probably shouldn't drink a bunch of Monsters, but you know what? It is what it is. It's caffeine, guys. I'm willing to take the blow. You know, guys, there's this common theme that you will find as a follower of Christ, and that is, just like how it's dark here, guys, it will be dark in your life. It's going to be lonely. Like, literally look at this setting. I'm kind of all alone. I'm looking at some kids that sound kind of weird, but, you know, there's some nice people over there. And on our journey as Christ followers, we will yearn at times for a family like that, for maybe, I'll be brutally honest with you guys, a more normal life. You know, there are many times where I'm literally Batman, guys. When you are a follower of Christ, you are modern day Batman. There's no question about it. And the thing with Batman, or
Is it just
any of
me,
these
or
superheroes,
he talking too fast for me? That's how he's grown. He got it. Let me tell you, he got like 20-something K subscribers. So anyway,
So last night we used him.
evidence of
Honestly, nothing
growth.
better than when a guy breaks this out.
You know my wording. It's your wording. It's the wording. Let's see what my man's got to say. 26
I guess the
seconds.
most important thing for us as teachers is it allows us to get some clear knowledge about where the girls are at the start of the program and be able to monitor their progress as
Okay,
it.
and what we need. Let's see some shorts. I know the shorts will have it.
Pick one. When your friends start to say, "You've changed," remember, it's because they don't know how to say, "You've grown." Pick one. When your friends start to say, you've changed, remember it's because they don't know how to say, you've grown.
Because I think...
Is there evidence of your growth? Is there evidence that your habit?
It was. It definitely was. That was quick and to
Because
the
I think
point.
a great portion of our identity comes from the proof that we give ourselves of the things that we've done and said in the past. And so if we want to build towards a different version of ourselves, then it begins with accruing, stacking evidence that aligns with that future self. And so in some ways, break the plate. Take the shot. Get rejected.
Look,
because when you do that, then again, the worst case is you have a broken plate, but you didn't like that plate to begin with. Because I think a great portion of our identity comes from the proof that we give our...
Is there evidence of your growth? Is there evidence that your habits are helping you progress? Is there evidence? And only you can answer that.
Right.
Other people can encourage you and say, oh my gosh, you're growing. I see progress. I see growth. But do you see growth? Do you see it working for you? That's the first question. Is there evidence? Is there evidence of your growth? Is there evidence that your habits are helping you progress? Is there...
Welcome to today's seed of growth. Look for the evidence of growth. When doubt creeps in, look for the evidence of your progress. You're capable of way more than you realize. So, remember, seeds planted today, they grow into strong trees tomorrow, so keep cultivating your dreams, and I will see you next time.
Growth is the only evidence of life. Wow. Wow. That was deep. Growth is the only evidence of life. Let's see what she say.
I'm kind of a deal hunter, so.
We used a Spectrum savings calculator today.
She looked like
So
she
good
regular,
morning, my
so I
YouTubers
like
and everyone in the world. Today is January the 13th. The time is now 10:02 a.m. It is a beautiful but chilly Sunday, and it's a Sunday morning, and it's bright and early, and you guys see me with my hood on today because in my apartment it is a little cold. And I woke up sneezing and stuff, so I just want to keep myself extra warm, guys. But moving forward, today's topic is going to be about growth is the only evidence of life, guys. So what I mean by growth is the only evidence of life. I mean, you know, over the years, the only way for you to be able to tell that you're truly living a prosperous life is to not only experience new things and you know, just have your trials and tribulations, but growth. It really is about you just getting better at what it is that you're doing. And if you feel like you're not, you know, doing something that you're passionate about, you have to be willing to take that chance and that risk to do what it is that you love to do and grow over the years. Get better, get smarter, get wiser, get faster, because that is evidence that you are truly living your best life.
Now, one thing, hold on, that was awesome. When your friends say you have changed, it just means they don't know how to say you've grown. Exactly. And you know, you don't see the tree getting taller outside every day, or you don't see, all you may see is the leaves fall off of it. But you definitely can see when you look at it that it's changed. And that's the only thing that sometimes people can call upon. They don't necessarily see the growth. And you have to look for the growth. You have to be, let's say your friend is a bank account. Like literally, your friend is a bank account. His name is bank account. The only way to see the growth of bank account is to invest in bank account. You would never know what bank account has or is how bank account is growing if you never invest in bank account. But if you invest in bank account, you know what's in there, you know what type of change or growth is going on. So you got to invest in people to see how they've grown anyway. All right, but I stopped this because I like to see regular people on these videos. I don't, and notice how it's people like me, it's people like her. And people like David that we just watched that are taking the time out of their day to reach inside of themselves and pull out something for the better of all of us. Like I can't say that it's hard and I can't say that it's easy, but I can definitely say that it's a select few people doing it, taking the time to speak about these things that are commonalities with all of us, but we don't have no landscape for the conversation.
Not being
outside
afraid
outside of YouTube shorts and expansion pack videos.
Experience new things, not being afraid to take a chance. These are all evidence of growth over the years. Like I said before, there are times where, I had got fired from certain jobs that I thought was meant for me, but then other jobs came through and I ended up moving up at these other jobs. So those are signs to me, and that's evidence of me living a prosperous life, and that shows that there's growth in my life. And now I'm finally at a point where I'm doing something new, which is my YouTubing, but I really love to do it. And I feel like every day it's more growth because I'm shooting videos, I'm getting more subscribers, I'm getting more views, I'm getting more comments. So that to me is evidence of growth.
Exactly.
So I want you guys to take a look at your life, where you are right now in your life, and see if there's growth. Even, no, like you are continuously moving forward, continuously growing, continuously getting better. That to me is evidence that your life is going in the right direction. If you're letting go of, old baggage and allowing new people to come into your life that's going to help you take your life to a whole new level, that to me is evidence of growth. If you are at a point in your life where you're finally letting go of people who are no longer serving you any purpose, and you say, you know what, I love you, but I have to let this friendship or this relationship go because it is not healthy for me, then that to me is evidence of growth.
Even though you letting somebody go, so even though you got to prune the tree, that allows it to grow more, and the pruning is what is going to be your evidence that it can grow. Like, hey, man, it's got too long. Let me get it back right. So,
you guys have to start
taking away is growing too, y'all. Even if you got to take something away to grow, hey.
More attention to what's going on in your personal life and stop focusing so much on other people's lives and what's going on around you, but take a look in the mirror. What's going on in your life beyond what people may see? What's really going on. We need to be more aware of this, and we need to make sure that no matter what level or area in our lives we at, it has to be about growth and getting better and getting wiser and getting faster and getting smarter, because that's what our life is about. That's what's going to give our life a whole lot of meaning. That's what's going to give our lives some purpose, and that's what's going to make it better for us. Mentally and physically, there has to be mental growth as well. Mentally, you have to get to a point where it's about you becoming your greatest and just being the best you can possibly be. And if that means letting go of things that are just not helping you, then that's part of us growing. That's the evidence of us growing. That's the growth right there. So I just wanted to vlog about that because I want you guys to know.
And we appreciated you vlogging about that. All right, let's get another one. Evidence of destruction. Let's see. Okay, hold on. What is the opposite of growth? Does it have an opposite? Let's watch these two videos and see.
What is the opposite of flexible? If you've ever wondered what the opposite of flexible is, you're not alone. Understanding this can help you describe things more accurately and improve your communication. To start, let's think about what flexible means. It describes something that can bend easily without breaking, or something that can adjust to different conditions. Now, let's look at what words mean the opposite of this. One of the most common opposites of flexible is rigid. This means something that is stiff and does not bend easily. For example, a metal rod is rigid because it doesn't bend when you apply pressure. Another word is inflexible. This is similar to rigid but emphasizes that the object cannot be bent or changed. Imagine a piece of glass. It's inflexible because it will break if you try to bend it. Stiff is another antonym of flexible.
Okay, where we going with this, girl?
Unyielding is unyielding because it of flexible include firm, fixed, stubborn.
Okay, hold up. We gotta get something more than that. Ooh. What is the opposite of learned optimism?
What is the opposite of learned optimism? Imagine waking up each day with a sense of dread, convinced that nothing good will happen. This feeling can be overwhelming, and it is often rooted in how we interpret our experiences. To understand the opposite of learned optimism, we first need to grasp what learned optimism is. This concept, developed by psychologist Martin Seligman, refers to the ability to maintain a positive outlook in the face of challenges, based on the belief that one can influence outcomes through their actions. Now, let's consider the opposite of this mindset. The opposite of learned optimism is often referred to as learned helplessness.
Learned helplessness.
This term describes a condition where individuals feel powerless and believe that their actions have no impact on the outcomes of their lives. People who experience learned helplessness may have faced repeated failures or adverse events, leading them to conclude that they are unable to change their circumstances. Learned helplessness can manifest in various ways, including a lack of motivation, feelings of despair, and an overall negative outlook on life. This mindset can hinder personal growth and prevent individuals from taking action to improve their situations. And like learned optimism, where individuals see challenges as opportunities for growth, learned helplessness fosters a belief that effort is futile.
Right.
Understanding these concepts is essential for recognizing how our beliefs shape our experiences. By identifying the signs of learned helplessness, individuals can begin to challenge these negative thought patterns and work towards a more optimistic perspective. This shift can lead to improved mental health and a greater sense of agency in one's life.
All right, now let's bring this home because we're getting to the end of our day here on Expansion Pack. Let me get y'all this in here. So, adults that never grow up. Let's see what's up.
Are you really going to miss
Let's see
this?
what they say.
We do this training once a year. There's 800,000 to 1 million people that'll join.
Now I want to read you a story.
Look at Jordan Peterson.
All right, so let me give you a little background to this story. This story popped into my head in one chunk, like complete, which I thought was kind of interesting, but it was also a story that emerged in solution to a problem I'd been thinking about for a long time, because I was dealing with this guy who didn't want to grow up. So he's caught in a kind of Peter Pan situation. And Peter Pan, Pan means everything, eh? Pan, like pantheistic. And Peter Pan is a child who won't grow up. Now he's magical. Well, okay, fine. Children live in a magical world, right? They're rife with possibility. He's magical. He doesn't want to grow up. So he lives in Neverland with the Lost Boys. Neverland doesn't really exist, and the Lost Boys are obviously boys who haven't managed to establish some mode of being. And he's in constant battle with Captain Hook. And Captain Hook's a tyrant, right? A pirate, a negative, a manifestation of the negative archetype of social order. And Captain Hook is always fighting Peter Pan because Peter Pan represents childhood and vulnerability, and he doesn't want to be vulnerable. So they're locked in this sort of eternal battle. And lots of people, I think more commonly men, but not necessarily, get caught in this Peter Pan problem. So I was dealing with a person who was caught in this situation, didn't want to grow up, wouldn't sacrifice childhood. And so this story popped into my head. It's called Cock-a-Doodle-Doo. Once upon a time, there was a man who had a long, hard journey ahead of him. He was trudging along the way over boulders and through brushes when he saw a little shiny gnome with big white teeth and a black toupee sitting by the side of the road. He was drumming on a log with 2 white bones and humming oddly to himself. The little gnome said, "John, why work so hard? Why walk so fast? Who knows if you'll ever get there anyway? Come over here, I have something to show you." So John walked off the road. He was sick of walking anyway because people kept throwing sticks and stones at him. The little gnome said, "I have a shiny red jewel that I would like to sell you. Cheap. Here it is." And from beneath his cloak he pulled the biggest ruby that the man had ever seen. It must have weighed 100 pounds, and it shone like the sun. The gnome said, "Do you like it? It's an enchanted stone. What will you offer me for it?"